Backed by popular demand, it's another episode recapping and categorizing and summarizing all of the Nintendo Switch rumors up to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, there have been quite a few of them. Before I get into that, I do want to let you know that, hey, if you'd like to win this, a low-end Vulpix, that's a Pokemon Center official Vulpix here. This is a pretty decent value. This costs $20. You can go ahead over to my Patreon and pledge the $20 tier if you'd like to get something like this each month. However, if you'd just like to win this bad boy right here, all you got to do is sign in and like the video and stay tuned for the ending, where I will let you know how I'm going to be selecting the winner for this one specifically. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too much further, I do have quite a few things to note and annotate. Because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to sit there and say, "Oh, but bro, what are you talking about? You just said the Nintendo Switch rumors were out of control. They're ridiculous. Why don't people wait for official sourcing? And here you go. You're doing it. You're kind of hypocritical, fam, ain't you?" Like I said in the last video, just because you don't like to talk about something doesn't mean that sometimes you don't have to. So if people want me to talk about the rumors and make a big video encompassing most of the legit ones or the big ones that did blow up, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what we're doing today. So we're jumping in with the first one being, of course, quite a while ago, fake starters coming out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm talking about this is because it was a massive rumor that we were getting these fake starters, and there were a lot of people who put a lot of stock in this art. They said to themselves, "Man, I can't wait to have these starters," or "Man, they didn't even put in any effort for these starters," and a lot of people bought into the fact that these were real or they were fake. Remember, they had the confidential stamp on them, so we knew that they were real because they were confidential, fam. So, who would go onto the internet and just tell lies? Who, I ask you? Who? No one, right? No, nobody would do that. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you guys gotta make sure to keep track of the fake art that's out there. The starters have yet to be revealed. They're not out there yet, but a lot of people fell for these fake art starters, thinking that they were real, and then days later someone would come out and say, "Yeah, I made it, look at my art, it was really, really good," right? So, it's to get noticed. But that's something big that did happen with the Nintendo Switch and the rumors that are fueling it. One of the next biggest things that did occur was a image had come out of surfing Lapras, where people were saying that this is running on a Switch. Now, there were several speculations of this, and I even did a video on this alone, because it's really important and it matters that we know that this is likely to be a tech demo. Someone who leaks information about games and things like that had stated that it was just a tech demo to show the capabilities of the Nintendo Switch. Nevertheless, a lot of people had thought, hey, maybe perhaps they were just running an emulator on the Switch to show that it can run this game, and they just happened to select, I don't know, Pokemon to run it? Maybe because Pokemon was an intense game and it was a later game released, so the Switch 3DS emulator would run it. Well, I don't know. Some people had said that it was a different program running it. Other people had said that it was a port of Pokemon Sun and Moon that was going to be releasing, and it's not Gen 8. But at the end of the day, we actually do have confirmation that it is Gen 8, so that image of Lapras surfing is nothing more than a tech demo. Perhaps it wasn't even a tech demo. Perhaps it was just a complete and total lie, ladies and gentlemen. Is it such a shock that somebody would just fake an image to rile up people? Some people do it just for fun, not for fame. Again, at the end of the day, is it really shocking and surprising that somebody might have just plastered a 3DS image over onto a Nintendo Switch and was very, very good at what they did, or had something come together with hardware and they were able to run it that way? Who knows? Like I said, it was a fake image. it's not legit to the point where they're going to be releasing a 3DS version of Pokemon Sun and Moon as the next generation of Pokemon. Following that, we actually had the leak and the release of the official confirmation that Pokemon will be Generation 8. Now, when I say official, I am meaning it like take it with a grain of salt. It might not be. It might end up being that whoever tweeted out the magazine, the producer of the magazine, might have gotten something wrong, you know? But it's saying that there's going to be Generation 8, and there's going to be new mechanics. Now, again, the person who tweeted this out was Annabella, and the magazine itself is pretty interesting. It does feature a cover of Pikachu, and the Pikachu that they selected was the official art from Pokemon Yellow. So this Pikachu image comes from literally Pokemon Yellow, leading a lot of people to think that this may be a remake of Red and Blue, but I don't really think so. I don't think that Generation 8 is going to be a remake or a reboot of Red and Blue, because if it's going to be Gen 8, then wouldn't it be a new generation? You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, we could be misreading all of this, being misled in some way, shape, or form, to where Gen 8 means remakes of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Though I don't think that is likely. I don't think it's as likely as Kanto being rebooted in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Green. I don't think it's even likely to the point where it would be more likely to happen than the Kanto reboot, because we don't have a remake of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Perhaps when they said that the last Pokemon to be on 3DS was going to be Ultra Sun and Moon, they meant that it was going to be the last new Pokemon. And perhaps we will get remasters of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum on the 3DS, because we did have the release of Detective Pikachu, and that was post Ultra Sun and Moon, which means if Ultra Sun and Moon was supposed to be the last Pokemon game, then what about Detective Pikachu? And some people will argue and say, well, what they meant was core Pokemon game. And hey, okay, I'm with you there too, but again, maybe they don't put remasters or reboots in that category, and we will get a remaster of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum on the 3DS. But I do not think we will be getting a Kanto reboot on the Switch. I do not think we will be getting a Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum reboot, remake, remastery on the Switch either. I do believe it will be a completely new game, because in these reports, we do have a lot of information stating that there will be new mechanics. Now, there's no lie, okay? When we had the remakes of Kanto originally on Game Boy Advance, there were new mechanics versus the original games, but we already had most of those mechanics from Generation 3 anyways, like weather effects and the move updates, the type updates, the statuses, just different things that they put into the game. So it wasn't really that different. When they're saying that there's new mechanics, I'm assuming that they might be putting in things like being able to use the motion controller from the Switch to make symbols so that you can use these moves, or maybe possibly Mega Evolve, or maybe throwing a Pokeball with the motion controllers. I really hope that's not the case, but because the Nintendo Wii had succeeded so well with motion controls, we have games like Twilight Princess that use motion controls. We have games like Super Mario Galaxy that use motion controls. And we have Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, one of the best examples of motion controls. And while it's one of the best examples of motion controls, I still would prefer just a standard controller in the hand and being able to play the game as I see fit. That is basically a summary of all the rumors that I've been hearing, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest ones are people thinking that it's going to somehow be a Kanto reboot in an MMORPG setting. Like I said earlier in another video, you'll see videos and images and people making thumbnails where Red is standing next to a Dragonite. Some people are saying that it's going to come out on the Unreal Engine. Some people are saying that it's not going to come out on the Unreal Engine, and in fact, it's going to come out on a different engine. Well, regardless of what it's going to be, what it's going to look like, I'm quite sure that they're going to do a good job with it. There are some Pokemon games that are better than others, but all of them are fairly good, despite what some people might think. You know, there are opinions out there on various Pokemon entries, but I think we can all agree that they're all decent games at minimum. So, ladies and gentlemen, keeping my promise, you don't have to become a patron user to win this Vulpix. Like I said, all you got to do is sign in and like the video, but you do have to comment down in the section below that you would like the low-end Vulpix and tell me what you think the next Pokemon Generation 8 will feature, because that's really what I want to know. I picked this bad boy up at Walmart and I just couldn't resist, man. I wanted to share it with you, ladies and gentlemen, so I'll pick a random comment and I'll just privately message them and send this out to them. So you let me know if you'd like to have this as your stuffed animal. It's quite a piece, an official Pokemon Center plushie, man. I couldn't believe it when I saw it myself, but yep, it sure is. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the rumor recap for now. I'm quite sure there's going to be a few more when details do actually get officially released for this game. But they ain't here yet, so this is the best that I can do for you. I hope I did good recapping it, and if I did, you can feel free to like and share the video, even if you don't want the Vulpix. I've been Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thank you for taking the time out to watch this video.